Hey everyone, Jay Wesley here. If you've been following along on this series of tutorials, I want to welcome you back. If you're brand new, what we do is I basically take you from square one. We build a map and I show you little tips and tricks you can do along the way. I want to start off by saying happy birthday to Doom. It's been my favorite game for years. I picked it up when I was about 3 or 4. It's been a part of my life ever since. Whether I'm playing it or modding it or showing you guys how to make your own little creations in Doom, it's just been a lot of fun. So what we're going to do today is we're going to jump into some monster replacements. If you go back to Realm 667, let me get this pulled up here for you. Thinking about, if you go over here to the bestiary and go to Doom Style, I think it was on, I think this is page 3. Yeah, page 3, about halfway down. We're going to use this giant bat and the imp bat. More the imp bat. I like that one because it's more Doom Style. So when you download it, it is going to come with two. It's going to come with the giant bat and the imp bat. So make sure open up the imp bat in Slade as well as the WOD that we've been working on. And I will see you back here in just a few minutes. Alright everyone, here we are in Slade. We've got our imp bat open and our map open. Looks like they broke this one down a little bit differently. You can go in and break it down into folders rather than using these brackets. But let's go into our sprites folder here, and this should be all of our sprites for our little bat friend. It looks like he can hang from the ceiling too. That's pretty cool. So what we need to do, first thing is grab all these sprites. We'll do the sprites first. Then come in here and paste them right underneath. And then there's all of our sprites for our bat. Okay. And let's go back. And then you just click this little folder here to go back. And then let's do the sounds. It looks like there's a couple of them. Alright. So let's go ahead and copy all these. And go back and then let's paste it right underneath all our sounds. And then we need to go into our sound info. Oops, don't open it so big. And then we've got a couple lines here, so let's go ahead and grab all of these. Go back to our sound info. Bring it down a couple lines, and then we'll comment it out again. We'll make this monster sounds, and then we'll paste it in. And then we can bring it down and do imp bat. We'll go ahead and click save. And now we need this, the decorate. So we'll go ahead, looks like we've got our imp bat. We've got the sleeping one. And we're not going to need this last part down here. So let's grab these two. Copy. And then go to our decorate. And yeah, let's do it underneath our weapons here. Let's comment out. And this will start monsters. Then paste. And in order for it to show up right in Doom Builder, we're going to need to take these lines out, the category and the title. And then we'll click save. And that should be everything we need for our little bat friend. So we'll go ahead and close that. Click save all. And then we'll go back to Doom Builder. Open our map up. And now let's go right in front of the player here. Go to things mode. And go to our decorate tree, and we should have two bats. It looks like we've got one that flies around. And if you look here, it says the position is the ceiling, so that must be the one that's sleeping. So let's just do the regular imp bat. We'll face it towards the player. And why don't we put him back here a little bit, and then hit play. There he is. Alright. There he is. Alright. Very cool. So now what I wanted to do is build like a little cave system that the player is going to come out of, that we can put these bats all throughout. I think that'd be really cool. So let's go to visual mode here and fly this way. kind of want to do it over here. So what we can do, let's say about right there. What line is that? 606. Line 606. So let's draw a new sector out to about here and connect it. And then let's get rid of the line horizon on all of these. Just zero that out. And then what we can do is bring this up. Just a little bit. Like make it like a step. Then we'll put canyon walls. And then we can bring this down. Maybe lower the brightness a little bit. And then we also want to grab this sector and make it a tag 0 because we don't want the mist in there. Okay, and then we'll paste our missing textures in. And then let's bring the player back and face them that way. Actually, let's grab this line and pull it. I'm going to stretch this vertice back. Just stretch them back, and then let's bring the player back here. Now hit play. And we should be in like a little cave. And then we'll be able to come out. We got our little bat friend. That's cool, I like that. Alright, so now let's build this up a little bit more. What we can do over here is draw a nice little sector kind of like this. And then we'll bring it up. You know, just high enough that the player can't jump over it but can still see through it. And then we can bring it down. Alright, and do the same thing over here. We'll draw the sector out. Let's make sure we get rid of the line horizon here. And do the same thing. But let's make this one a little bit different. Yeah, this one, what? Negative 208. So let's make this one a little bit higher, like 176. Bring this one in. And then what we can do is lower the brightness down on these two to 112. Copy our, fill in our missing textures. Now we need to take these two and remove the tag again. Now let's see what that looks like. So now we've got a nice little entrance to our cave. It's our little bat friend. And now what we can do is like right in the middle, let's just draw kind of an abstract sector right in the middle. Kind of like that. And then do a smaller one in the right hand side. Just kind of abstract again. Let's bring this in just a little bit. And then let's do one more. Small. So now we have 3 sectors here we can work with. Let's bring the player up a little bit. Actually, let's not. Let's bring these down, 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 like that. And then we'll go up from the outside. Let's go up, up, up. And then let's go to the sky. Actually, let's make it about the same height. So let's do 192. so high, but let's definitely crank the brightness. What's 192? And then we've got a bunch of textures here we need to fill in. We'll just use this brown all the way around for now. Do the top. But now that I'm looking at it, what we can do, now that we've got all these filled in, let's bring this outer sector down just a little bit. Bring this down, bring that down. Maybe throw a couple more vertices in here so it's not just like a straight line. Just really kind of tweak it. There we go. And then what we can do is put like a blood pool right in the middle. Let's take our floor, let's find a different floor, like a rock ground, kind of like that, or even one of these, or even those. Yeah, let's try these, because those kind of pulse. And as we go out, actually I want to do these bigger ones. Let's do the bright one, Rock 5. Let's just do all those. We'll paste that all the way around. For the next ones, I'll show you an easier way to do this because this is taking a while. What we can do is just grab all of these sectors in line depth mode, or all these lines, I'm sorry. And then we'll go to our missing texture here, and we'll just do asphalt 3, clear it out, and that should have filled it all in for us. Now let's click play. There we go. Getting a nice little cave system out here. And our little bat friend already found us. He needs more friends. So let's bring our bat friend over here. And then let's put a couple of these sleeping ones up here too. The sleeping imp bat, let's do like 3 or 4 of them. Let's do 4 of them, 4 sleeping ones. And then let's do like 4 of the flying ones too. And right in the middle, go into decoration. Let's do a dead player. And then let's put our cult here by the player. Now let's hit play. Oh wow. I like that. Little pests. Very cool. I like how that they're still sleeping up there. I guess you have to get close to them. Yeah. You have to get close to them for them to wake up. I like how this is coming along. It's looking good. So, now what we can do is let's bring this out a little bit more. Just kind of make a abstract sector out here. brown again, so it's not all of that lava. Let's kind of round this off. Put some more vertices in here. Vertices are your best friend when you're doing fine details. So that looks a lot better now. So let's bring the player back again. After we shrink this in a little bit. You don't want to go out that far. So now let's bring the player back, and what we can do over here is make it like the player falls kind of in, because you should be able to adjust the height on the player, and when you start you should, like, you know, fall in. So we can do like some canyon walls over here. Just draw kind of an abstract sector like that. And bring it up to about as high as that one. Let's do, yeah, 64. And the ceiling height is 64. With the 192 brightness. And then let's bring it out a little bit. And draw another sector kind of in the middle. Bring it up. Do one more, kind of over here, and bring that up, and let's bring our player, so what height is this at? Let's bring it down to 64, and let's bring our player here, on that high sector. Let's face him that way, and then let's make his Z height a little bit higher than 64. So now when we hit play, he should, like, didn't quite achieve the effect, but it still works. These bats are ferocious. I'll punch them to death. Yeah, I'm liking this. So let's bring that out even more now. Let's take like these three sectors and pull them. So what we can do over here is make like another opening. Just make a small sector to begin with. And then behind it, do a bigger, we can actually just kind of make it bigger here. What we can do here now, lower this down, bring this up and down, and throw this up to like 96, crank the brightness. Put some blood on the floor. Just paste in our brown. And then, so from the player's perspective, we kind of want like a canyon wall over here. You can do another canyon wall over here. So like the first two lines, and then we'll grab all of these. Make that number 9 for line horizon. Let's put the sky up here. Oops, did that backwards. There we go. Need the blood again. Now let's hit play. Yes. I'm loving this. And those bats, they just make it so much better. Really add to the effect. Because yeah, the player's going to kind of come out. Yeah. I'm liking this. Very cool. Now what we can do, let's work on this inside a little bit. You know, we can really add some more depth to it. If you just draw some like abstract sectors, kind of like this. Just pay attention to your vertices. And let's do like kind of like that. Now we should have those two. We can bring this up even more. Bring this one maybe down. We can even bring these down. And just give it some height variation. Paste in all our caves, and what we can actually do in this middle one is put blood in here. Yeah, and then let's straighten it out just a little bit so it's not all jagged. Kind of like that. And what we can do is we can make it flow outside. So let's draw a sector here. Just like that. We'll copy our blood. Put a Bloodfall on your lower. And now what we can do to keep the player from getting through there is just lower this. And there we go. And then over here, it's like, well, where's it coming from? So let's draw a sector back here. Kind of like that. And we can actually kind of bring it in. Because let's draw one more. Then we'll raise this. You put the Bloodfalls there. And let's draw a sector behind the Bloodfalls. Raise that up just a little bit more. Put the Bloodfalls all the way around. Then we can take this sector and bring it up. Crank the brightness to 192. Put the sky. I keep putting it on the floor for some reason. Put it on the floor. And then, once we get all this filled in, let's take all of these. Maybe not quite all of them. Let's just do just maybe those. And we'll make those line horizon. Now let's see what that looks like. Very cool. Our little bat fins. Pretty powerful too. You know, we can even bring the player with the gun over here closer. I don't know how the player got moved. Let's try cranking him up a little bit. Just right there. Because we can put another dead player over here. We'll just copy and paste this. And then we'll change the gun to an ammo clip. That way the player has some extra ammo. Let's do 2 of them. Yeah, it looks like these wake up when you get close to them. So what I kind of want to do now that I know that, let's go through and make all of these sleeping, except for like 1. Let's make them all sleeping bats, and then we can throw like 2 non-sleeping. Yeah, that's better. Okay, it's not so crazy right when you start, and then yeah, they'll kind of catch you by surprise. I like that. our little imp bat friends. In their little bat cave. Our little bat friends in their bat cave. So yeah, that's looking good. Looking very, very good. Let's take another look at it from out here. So what we can even do now, let's bring this out just a little bit more. To like right there, yeah. That way it doesn't just look so random. You can kind of make it look like it belongs. Kind of like that. You know, we can even make it low enough so this is another little spot the player can go to. 112. Just that whole vertex right there. Let's take that and just pull it. Let's hit play. I'm loving these little imps. These little imp guys. These are cool. The line horizon tag on here, that's why it looks like that, but yeah, it's looking better. It's looking a lot better. It's definitely coming together now. So, we are nearing on about 30 minutes. That's about the average time for my tutorials. So, Again, if you like what you saw, make sure you like and subscribe. Be sure to check out my indie game project, The Road to Recovery, if you haven't already. Um, I said for episode 10 I would do a live stream. So if you could leave a comment, what kind of time of day works good for you, um, we can kind of work from there. But I plan on doing a live stream for episode 10, so stay tuned for that one. We will see you next time.